If you have a final interview coming up soon for any role or company, please make sure you watch this video from start to finish. The tips, questions, and sample answers I am about to give you will help you beat the competition and pass at the first attempt. And just very quickly, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thousands of you are getting hired at the first attempt. I can only help you if you are subscribed, and please hit the like button. Give the video a thumbs up right now, because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. Thank you very much indeed. Okay, let's jump straight into the tutorial. Okay, to help you pass your final interview at the first attempt, I will teach you the following 4 things in this video. Number 1, I will explain what the purpose of a final interview is. If you understand the purpose of your final interview, it makes it far easier to pass. Number 2, I will then give you 5 very important tips for preparing for your final interview. Follow these 5 tips and your chances of success will literally skyrocket. Number 3, I will then tell you which final interview questions you should prepare for, including top scoring example answers. And then finally, number 4, I will tell you where you can instantly download my full set of brilliant, unique answers to difficult final interview questions. So to begin with, let me explain what the purpose of a final interview is. Please write this down. The purpose of a final interview is to ask you any outstanding questions and also decide who among the final candidates is the best fit for the role, team, and company. Now that is why it is essential that you prepare fully for your final interview. In fact, I recommend you put more effort into your final interview preparation than any of the previous interviews. Now, some candidates make the mistake of thinking a final interview is just a formality, but they are wrong. You will be up against a small number of other candidates, so do everything you can to stand out from the competition. Okay, let me now give you 5 very important tips for preparing for your final interview. As I mentioned earlier, make sure you follow these 5 tips, because if you do, your chances of success will skyrocket. Please write these down. Final interview tip number 1 is to make sure you write down a list of the things you can do to add value to their company in the position. Now, an easy way for you to stand out from the competition in your final interview is to tell the interviewers what you can do in the role to make a difference to their company. Now, some great examples of how you can add value to a company in your work are as follows. Number 1, faster productivity and output. Number 2, saving money by being frugal with supplies and resources, and also suggesting ways they can streamline systems and processes. Number 3, bringing creative ideas to the company to help them grow and improve. Number 4, suggesting new products and services they can create and sell. Number 5, you being good on social media, which means you can help them promote their products and services online to reach a wider audience. Number 6, having a wide and diverse professional network, which means you can access it quickly to help solve company problems and challenges. And number 7 is to offer to help train and develop new team members when they join the company after you, to ensure they quickly reach competency in their work. So make sure you mention some of those things when they ask you the final interview question, why should we hire you? Final interview tip number 2 is to write down a list of 2 reasons why you want the job. Now, you obviously already have the skills, qualities, and knowledge to do the job competently, which is why you have been invited to a final interview. So it's important to now demonstrate a genuine passion for the position. Now, in my experience, the best 2 reasons to give to the final interview question, please tell us again why you want this job, are as follows. Number 1, you want the job because you are passionate about the industry and you are confident you can make an immediate and long-lasting impact in the role. You can also say that because we spend a lot of time at work, you want that time to be spent doing something valuable in a job you will get lots of job satisfaction from. And number 2, you want the job because it is with their company. Now, you have researched them thoroughly and you are attracted to their innovative approach to business, their company values that align with yours, and the fact that they offer an inclusive workplace culture that gives equal opportunity to everyone. Final interview tip number 3 is to take with you to your interview the following documents. Number 1, your CV or resume. Number 2, written references from 2 people who are willing to recommend you for the position. Number 3, certificates of any training or certification courses you have completed. Number 4, documents relating to any continuous professional development activities you have carried out in previous jobs. And then number 5, a 90-day plan of action that details what you will do in the position when you start work for their company. Take those documents with you in a professional-looking folder, and then at the end of your final interview, leave them with the interviewer so they can refer to them while they decide which candidate they want to offer the job to. And if you want to download my ready-made 90-day plan of action for all job interviews, you can click that link at any time. Final interview tip number 4 is to make sure you dress professionally. Don't overlook this. Now, this is a simple tip, but lots of people fail to follow it. As I mentioned previously, some people think a final interview is just a formality and they don't make much effort in their appearance. Now, dressing smart and professional for your final interview shows you have high standards and that you really do want the job. Dress to impress. You won't regret it. Final interview tip number 5 is to make sure you ask the following 3 questions at the end of your final interview. Question number 1, what would my success in the position look like in 12 months from now? Question number 2, what qualities do the top performing employees have in this company? And question number 3, is there any further information I can read to learn more about your company while I wait to find out the result of my interview? Asking those 3 smart questions at the end of the final interview tells the hiring manager you are totally focused on helping their company thrive. Okay, now that we know how to prepare for a final interview, let me give you some questions to prepare for and top scoring example answers. Once we have finished this section of the video, I will then give you a brilliant thank you email you can send to the hiring manager once you get home after your final interview. I will also tell you where you can download all of the answers. Please write these down. Final interview question number 1 is, what sets you apart from the other candidates? Here's a great answer. Several things set me apart. I have the skills, knowledge, experience, and aptitude to do the job quickly and competently. I have high standards and always set a good example for others to follow. I am also ready-made for this position, meaning I can make an immediate impact in my work and you won't have to spend your valuable time supervising me. Finally, I always take the lead during challenges, will bring fresh ideas to your company company and embrace change positively to support your company in new initiatives. Final interview question number 2 is, what are your long-term career goals? Here's a great answer. My long-term career goals are firmly with your company. I plan to build my career here, gain experience across different departments, become an expert in several areas of specialism, and become a top performing employee. I want to grow with your company as it expands and eventually gain promotion. Final interview question number 3 is, how do you handle challenges or conflict in the workplace? Here's a brilliant top scoring answer. I handle challenges at work with a calm mind and analytical approach to the problem to ensure the right decision is made, and steadfastness in the face of adversity. I handle conflict by first assessing my own words and actions to ensure I am not causing the conflict. I would then sit down in private with the person who the conflict is with and ask them questions to determine their viewpoint before holding open and honest discussions to find an amicable way forward that is in the best interests of our team. Final interview question number 4 is, how do you handle feedback and criticism? Here we go. I view feedback and criticism as important elements of my professional development. I listen to the feedback on offer, determine its value, and put a plan in place to action the areas I need to improve on. If I am improving and developing professionally, I will always be a useful asset to my team and have the opportunity to become one of the top performing members of the company. Final interview question number 5 is, what will you do in the first 30 days of starting work in this position? Here's a brilliant top scoring answer. I already have a plan of what I will do when I start work for your company. In the first 30 days, I will speak to my manager to obtain a brief of my responsibilities and what is expected of me in the position. I will then introduce myself to my team, get to know my co-workers and their roles, and determine how I can fit in. Next, I will quickly familiarize myself with all company policies and procedures. Finally, I will prioritize my workload and set to work to show you what I am capable of and how I can help the business progress, grow, and succeed. Now, in a second, I will give you a thank you email to send the hiring manager once you get home after your final interview. But first, if you want to download my brilliant example answers to all final interview questions, click the link right here. Okay, as soon as you get home after your final interview, I recommend you send the following thank you email. Now, a thank you email demonstrates good manners and it makes sure your name is at the forefront of the hiring manager's mind when they are deciding who they want to hire. Here is the exact script for you to write down and then send to the hiring manager when you get home after your final interview. Dear Sir, Madam, thank you for inviting me to the final interview today with your company. I have thoroughly enjoyed the interview process and learning more about your company. My experience during the hiring process has further reaffirmed my desire to work for you in the position. If you need any further information to help you make a decision, please do not hesitate to contact me. I look forward to hearing from you in due course. Yours faithfully, insert your name and your contact telephone number. Okay, so there you have it, some brilliant final interview tips, questions, and top scoring scripted answers. Now, if you want to download all of my brilliant example answers to common final interview questions, click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head straight through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my full set of brilliant example responses to difficult but common final interview questions. You can have the guide in your inbox literally within 2 minutes from now. Check out that link. Also, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and give the video a thumbs up. Hit the like button right now, because that really does motivate me to create more great content for you. And don't forget to connect with me on LinkedIn. I have put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It is always an honor and a pleasure to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you for watching and for supporting my channel. I wish you all the best for passing your final interview. Have a great day.